Hello everyone, my name is Cosimo, and today on Backstab Dissected we are going to talk about rolling backstabs, more specifically the block cancel rolling backstab. Rolling backstabs are a backstab that you can get by catching someone forward rolling into you, right? It's a backstab that has been showcased by various content creators in DS3 by Book of Matches, and in Elden Ring by people like Vale, who made the first attempts, and Rust Buckets, who really detailed the whole process. You can check out the links in the descriptions. Most people tend to use rolling backstab by first hit stunning someone or feinting an attack, then doing a feint by greasing or wave dashing, then turning around and getting the grab. I'll showcase this process here with the Sacred Relic Sword. It's a very good backstab to try to understand and grab in general, just because it allows you to get a very good opportunity to do big damage on people. Sacred Relic Sword is obviously also very good because it has that critical modifier 110. It's a good backstab. It's also one of the most reliable ways to actually react to something and get the grab, right? And it's obviously very flashy. Rolling backstabs with the block cancels are very good because obviously block canceling your recovery frames is very useful in general. It's not done as much in Elden Ring as it was in DS3 for one specific reason. That's because it drops your frames in general. So sometimes you'll try to go for a backstab or try to cancel a recovery and you'll end up just freezing into place, just like a fool. I'll try to showcase it to you right there. It's not always the case, it doesn't happen consistently, but beware because it can definitely happen. And when it happens in invasion, you can just lose the invasion right there. So it's not probably the most optimal way of grabbing a backstab. Aside from those weaknesses, block cancelling is definitely useful because it allows you to grab some backstab that you couldn't get because the soft swap is not as fast as the block cancel, right? So you can just R1 with a great spear, block cancel, turn around and get the grab on someone that would try to either roll into you or roll backstabbing you, right? It's a really good counter to roll backstab. The purpose of this video is to try to show to you that there's a lot of weapons that benefits from this cancel. So it's not just the neutral R1 from a Great Spear, it's the jumping R1 from a Great Spear, cancelling and rolling in backstabbing someone. It's very useful because those are all attacks that some people will try to roll backstab you out of. And it's also a very good bait. Even the running attack of some weapons are affected by that. So the Great Spear running attack here definitely works, as you can see. You can just unlock, turn around, block cancel, and get the grab. Yeah, the block cancel also allows you to turn around without doing the wall mount animation, definitely. So that's also very useful here. I can also show it to you, the rolling backstab out of this guy. Sometimes the latency makes you take a hit, but it doesn't matter because the grab is still in effect and it will still happen, right? Here you can see also the running attack, rolling backstab. It also works. I try to get the wake up, but it doesn't work all of the time. This Wrath of Gold backstab. Another very good rolling backstab tool is the Halberd, overhead Halberd or poking Halberd. You can rolling backstab cancel with the block a lot of attacks with the Halberd. The running attack, which is fucking insane. The neutral R1, which is also very good for Halberd, especially poking Halberd and overhead Halberds, because you can just stagger your hits and just hit from someone from afar and wait for them to roll into you. But yeah, the running attack, rolling backstab is very nasty in my opinion. Pretty good, because a lot of people will try to either space it and to get the grab, or rolling to you to get the grab, but it's definitely not possible with that. The neutral R1 definitely works here, as you can see. It works two-handed and one-handed with a shield. I like the one-handed with a shield version a lot, because aesthetically speaking it's also very pleasing, but the two-handed version has the hyper armor, so keep that in mind. I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but one-handed poking R1 has more range. Don't try that with one-handed overhead Halberd, that's pretty bad. Two-handed though, very good. And also, by the way, that's the setup I learned these backstabs on, because I was very proficient on it on DS3. Thank you, Book of Matches. No, but it's still pretty good, pretty useful to learn and to get. Great Katana running attack. It's a poke. People rolling into that. Sorry. Definitely, it happens a lot. But it also works on crouching attack and out of roll attack. So two attacks that are definitely grabbable, right? Doesn't work on neutral R1 and doesn't work on the R2s, sadly. I don't know if it's sad, actually. It's already a really good weapon class, so it doesn't need that help, right? Another really fun setup it works on is sword and board. Here I have the Sword of Light, right? I like the Lion Shield here, but that's not what I showcase. The R2, buffed R2 from patch 1.14, definitely is a good bait, right? And the block cancel timing is large enough that it allows you to grab the box here. Very useful and very good in my opinion. Probably works on the running attack R2. I haven't tested it, but I think it would work. It also works on Greatswords. The longer the weapon, the better it is. The Sword of Light earlier worked because it had a lot of forward momentum, but two-handed Greatsword also works, especially with the Sacred Relic Sword, which is the second longest Greatsword in the game. Doesn't work on a running attack, R1 or R2, by the way, but definitely it works with the normal neutral R1, and it's a really good bait in my opinion. Sacred Relic Sword is a very good backstab weapon still. Finally, the last setup I want to showcase here. There's probably lots more, but this is one that I definitely didn't suspect. HTS, Heavy Thrusting Sword. Queen Lig is the longest heavy thrusting sword in the game now, and it has some really good potential, really good mix-ups, and really good way of grabbing, rolling backstabs now. Pretty nasty. Out of the R1s, you can get a cancel window pretty easily. It's not a given that people will roll into that, but if it happens, it exists, and now you know about it. It's not that good because I don't think people will roll into R1 like that. The real star of the show is the jumping R1. Jumping R1 cancel frames is fucking insane. It allows you to replace yourself like few weapons can. You could probably even soft swap to a Miserical Dagger out of it and get the grab. That's how large the cancel window is out of it. It's very, very good and the star of the show. Also works with R2, by the way, and then people will roll into the R2. I can definitely suspect that. So, not a setup I was considering at first for fishing, but now that I know that, I will definitely keep an eye out for it, and I will probably make a build around it. Alright, let's wrap this up here. We fight here against Epossum, someone that I actually go up against quite a lot in the arena. A very chill dude, very cool, and it's always really a lot of fun fighting against him. I try to bait out some rolling by just doing some R1s, right? And trying to see if he reacts to it. R2s aren't a good rolling tools because the cancel window is just too large for it to work. But here you can see that he definitely roll-ins that, and I can get the grab and finish him off with it. Pretty flashy, pretty cool. Thank you very much. The second fight here is pretty interesting. I end up fucking up my wake up, but it works in my favor, and I don't die in the end, which was pretty clutch, but you'll see. I just try to get a rolling backstab normally without, like, you know, the block cancel, but it doesn't work. I end up getting it out of the jumping out one, which was pretty cool, pretty flashy. I get the Wrath of Gold, but here I wanted to have the Wrath of Gold from afar. I end up using the stars shower. I don't remember even the name of that spell, which is pretty bad. I was pretty cleansed here. Another fight here with my Strength Faith build with the overhead Halberd. Out of the R1, I get the grab and kill him and finish him off with the home calling. Here, another Halberd showcase here. Out of the running attack, I try to, you know, bait out some roll-ins with the overhead attacks, and I can see that he rolls into me. This guy was pretty chill. He definitely at some point, you know, saw what I was doing and helped me out with some backstab. So I don't know if you can call that a true victory, but definitely pretty chill dude. Thank you very much, Abyss. Very edgy name. Alright, let's have two duels that are a bit different. I don't show off any backstabs here, but the first clip is just to show off the fact that you don't lose out on anything trying to fish for backstabs, right? Like, the playstyle doesn't differ that much from when you just like try to play normally. It's not that much of a setback, so you can just like try to have fun, throw some R1s from crouching R1s to bait out some roll-ins, and if he doesn't, you know, he'll still take the damage and die. Pretty good show off, by the way, of Call of Tibia. I really like that consumable. Same guy as earlier, he was pretty tilted against me, so he swapped to Bata, which was pretty poggers, as the young kids say. No, but I swapped to the martial arts just because I didn't want it to deal with that. He even has the Storm, so not really a fun fight I would typically show off, but you know, I baited in the Call of Tibia, and I thought that was a pretty cool way of actually having a lot of damage on him and you know, grabbing him out of the Storm Stomp, which was pretty cool, and I thought that was a really good showcase. On to the invasions now. So yeah, this first fight, I was still trying to get some Giant Golden Arc backstabs. On the sides, Giant Golden Arc is definitely, in my opinion, the best rolling backstab, but it definitely warrants a backstab DEX on its own, so that will come later. But as you can see here, I can grab a rolling backstab with the cancel of the tree spear. Here we have a nice little duel at the start of the Shadow of the Earth Tree DLC, right next to one of those places where you can get the larval tier, the new larval tier. Here I try to like just see if I can dish out enough damage, baiting a roll backstab, but obviously I cannot. So in my mind I'm like yeah, I'll just try to like dish out enough damage to finish off the co-host, which I do with a nice chopping attack. Tree Spear dish outs a lot of damage, especially with the new drawstring Golden Grease, and I can just run around him and get the grab on the Greatsword. Back on DS3, this grab used to be only possible on PS5, so when I was on my PS4 Pro it was still kind of possible, but on PS4 it wasn't at all. So it's funny to see it coming back. This invasion was very nice actually. I had very low expectation coming in because all three of them were Chinese, and my latency to China is very, very bad. I would say like everyone else's. Alright, here in my mind I'm like, okay, I'll try to separate people with Elden Stars, courtesy of Saint Ryan, who actually told us to use it in order to separate the gank, which works wonderfully. It definitely works wonderfully. It keeps a whole person occupied for a few seconds because of the projectile that do almost no damage, but with the buff it's enough to make them wonder, I have damage, so I'll try to roll away, you know what I mean? It definitely works, and here I decide to divert back my attention from the tank, the Great Hammer, to the mage, so that he can stop fucking spamming skellies at me. Giant Golden Arc, Backstab, again, really, really good. Allows me to go to the wake up, and I try to finish off the insane Great Hammer guy. He's dead, so now in my mind I'm trying to finish up this gank, and I think I'm gonna try to get the co-host, but he has light roll, so it's not a good call for me to actually kill him. So I see the host is quite low, and I decide to finish up the invasion right there. Pretty nice invasion, and I had a good time despite the connection. GG's. Alright, another rolling block cancel showcase here. I got by the guard counter, but here I can just get the R1, try to see if he rolls in, and he does. So I just get the R1, go and turn around and get the backstab, and it's enough to finish him off. GG's. Last invasion. This invasion doesn't have any backstab in it, but it was a good invasion, I would say. German gank, they just hide with the concealing veil in the platform right below, and they are waiting for me to just drop down. I thought I already cleared out this platform with the volcanic parts, but obviously I didn't, so I take all of the damage in the world and they just stay there taunting me. But that's fine, you know, I have pots, I have Elden Stars, I have projected Wrath of Gold, so I can just stay there, right? Like I can just like pile on damage on them. They get annoyed at some point and they go down. Big mistake, you should have stayed up. But no, like the host doesn't get to drop on me, thank God. I try to finish off the co-host with Golden Arcs, do a bit of BM because he deserves it. Golden Arcs is also a very good finisher, really quick and really good at max cast speed. one of my favorite spells. And there you go, he's dead. Thank you very much. Anyways guys, thank you very much for listening. I had tons of fun making this. I think not a lot of people talked about the rolling block cancel backstab in Elden Ring. There's quite a few synergy with a lot of setups, a lot of weapons. Even I think I need to explore this route a bit more. HTS definitely seemed promising, so expect some videos on that pretty soon. I hope. But no, like thank you very much for being here. Work is beginning to be a bit more tense at the moment, so I don't know if I'll be able to keep up the 2 videos a week format that I have at the moment. But still, it's pretty nice to have been able to just talk and have a bit of moment with you all guys. Elden Ring is still one of my favorite games. The backstab is not as good as DS3, I would say, but there's still a lot of fun stuff you can do that you couldn't do in DS3. But yeah, no, thank you very much for being here. And again, with the YouTube thing, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.